published, 11:55 EDT, April 10, 2019, updated, 13:43 EDT, April 10, 2019. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday mocked U.S. Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation of Kremlin interference in the 2016 presidential election, saying a mountain gave birth to a mouse. In his first comments since Mueller finished his probe, Putin sought to cast the 22-month investigation as a failure and disregarded the special counsel's exposure of a Russian operation to put Trump in the White House. It was clear for us from the start that it would end like this, the Russian leader said as President Donald Trump's administration and Congress sparred over making Mueller's still confidential investigation report public. The report is expected to be released within the coming weeks, with redactions including detailed descriptions of what has been omitted and why. Putin made the comments during an Arctic forum in St. Petersburg, Russia on Tuesday. Vladimir Putin, right, painted Special Counsel Robert Mueller's left investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election as a failure, during a forum in St. Petersburg, Russia on Tuesday. Putin ignored Mueller's indictment of 12 Russian military intelligence officers, accused of breaking into Democratic Party computers and the email accounts of officials with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. Attorney General William Barr wrote in a summary of Mueller's report that the special counsel found no evidence President Donald Trump's campaign team conspired or coordinated with the Russian government to influence the election. We have been saying from the start that this notorious commission led by Mr. Mueller won't find anything, because no one knows better than us. Russia has not meddled in any U.S. election, Putin said. However, Mueller uncovered evidence of a Russian state-sponsored operation to interfere with the 2016 vote. He charged 12 Russian military intelligence officers with breaking into Democratic Party computers and the email accounts of officials with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. Another indictment detailed Russia's use of fake social media accounts to spread divisive rhetoric and to undermine the U.S. political system. Putin on Tuesday repeated Moscow's across-the-board disavowals of election meddling, with or without participation from the Trump campaign. He also reiterated that the Russian government had no contact with Trump when he visited Moscow as a businessman. Putin described allegations of collusion between Trump's camp and Russia as sheer nonsense aimed at a domestic audience and used for domestic political infighting in the United States. Attorney General William Barr wrote in a summary of Mueller's report that the special counsel found no evidence President Donald Trump's campaign team conspired or coordinated with the Russian government to influence the election. Barr is pictured testifying before a Senate Appropriations Subcommittee hearing on the proposed budget estimates for the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Mueller found numerous people associated with President Donald Trump's campaign were receptive to Russia's help, but Barr's summary said the special counsel didn't find evidence of a criminal conspiracy in meetings and other contact between Russian and Trump campaign officials. Trump is pictured on the South Lawn of the White House in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Mueller found numerous people associated with Trump were receptive to Russia's help, but Barr's summary said the special counsel didn't find evidence of a criminal conspiracy in meetings and other contact between Russian and Trump campaign officials. Putin alleged Trump's political foes now were searching for new pretexts to undermine him. Those groups which are attacking the legitimately elected president, what are they doing? Putin asked rhetorically, before providing his own analysis. They disagree with the choice of the American people and seek to reduce the results to zero. Putin's rhetoric resembled Trump's statements disparaging Democrats. Asked if he agreed with Trump's description of the probe as a witch hunt, Putin said, "President Trump knows better." At the same time, Putin insisted he wasn't vouching for the US president with his comments on Mueller's investigation. "I'm not defending President Trump. We have plenty of disagreements," Putin said. His administration has introduced numerous sanctions against Russia, something we disagree with and will never accept. The Russian leader added that despite differences, Moscow and Washington have found some common ground on the conflict in Syria. Putin said he hoped the United States and Russia could focus on more areas of mutual interest, such as nuclear arms control, fighting terrorism and climate change. The still confidential report is expected to be released soon, with redactions including detailed labels as to why information has been blocked from view. Putin